What's up, Joe gang? Yeah, I've been in here since 6:15. It is now 7:37. Time for me to go log in. I told him I wasn't gonna log in until 8 o'clock. When I say I'm tired, y'all, I'm tired. I gotta go upstairs and fix me some breakfast. I haven't eaten this morning, but it's okay. I'm gonna go upstairs, log in, fix me some breakfast. Last man standing. There was like 5 people in here with me when I got in here. See, they just trying to maintain. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to manage. Yeah, I was on Lady T's. I was in Lady T's chat yesterday. For those of you who don't know her, she is a YouTube content creator. And she does tarot card readings. And I was just in her chat. And she was saying a lot of things that started resonating with me. I was like, what the heck? Like, I just popped my head in here. Why are you talking about me? So she was talking about not being happy in a relationship and trying to decide whether you want in or out that relationship. And I was like, wow. Like, she is talking to me. Now, let me explain what I mean by that resonating with me. I am currently in a relationship that I hope would be nurturing, fulfilling, and very promising. And it's not turning out to be that. And I'm hurt, I'm disappointed, but I gotta think about me and my inner peace. And I can't continue to allow this person to disturb my inner peace. Yeah. We'll go into depth about what I'm talking about when I get upstairs. And we'll get into it. What's up, guys? Y'all, it's Thursday. And I'm off tomorrow. I went out earlier and did some last minute shopping. I got my granddaughter this little, I guess it would be an ATV, a mini ATV for her. And then I got this one down here for my grandson. And I got some wireless headsets for them, for their little iPads. I already wrapped those up and put those under the tree. I gotta go back out to Costco and get some snow crab legs because my Christmas dinner this year is gonna be seafood themed. I'm not doing the traditional turkey and ham and all that stuff. I don't wanna do that. I am gonna make seafood macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna have snow crab legs. I gotta figure out what else I'm gonna have. It's gonna be shrimp something or other, I don't know. But anything seafood, that's what I'm planning on making for Christmas. Last clip, I was downstairs working out, which was yesterday morning. Supposed to come up here and get into some stuff about this relationship that I'm not happy with anymore. And I said, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Then something happened today and I was like, I'm done. So now we can talk about it. And I normally don't talk about relationships that I'm in as far as like my dissatisfaction with the relationship until I know I'm done. Because if I'm not done, I don't want to complain about it. I want to see if I can fix it. At this point, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm done. And their words I don't use lightly. Done and never are final words to me. So when I say I'm done, I'm done. It's over. There's no way to salvage it. I'm done. I'm done. And let me tell y'all what I'm talking about. The relationship I'm speaking of is the relationship with my father. For those of you who've been with me for a while, you know a little bit of my journey. I've told you I left home when I was 16. I lived on the streets of Richmond, Virginia from like 16 to 20 until I had my first child. And throughout that time, my father was pretty much absentee. He was just not there. After I had children, we did start communicating. It was few and far between, but we did start communicating. We had more of an interaction than when I was younger. Um, so between the ages of 16 and 17, while I was on the street, there was one time when I went to Winston-Salem, and he was building a house, and I was like, okay, I get it. I finally get sanctuary. I get somewhere to stay. I get somewhere to call home. And I stayed with my aunt while he was building his house. Well, I remember he took me to see the house, and it was a nice brick house. He took me to see the house, nice brick house, and had a basement. He said he possibly gonna put a room down there for me, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be great because it gives me a new start. Well, then he came to me and said his wife didn't want me in the house. And let me just be clear. The onus or responsibility was not on the wife. It was on my father. That woman didn't know me and she didn't owe me anything. It was my father. And I've never been mad with her. I've never been upset with her. And at that point, I was so used to people disappointing me anyway. I was just like, whatever. And I just moved on. I went back to Richmond and did what I did. I survived. But after I had kids, me and my father's interactions were more frequent. Still few and far between, but more than when I was an adolescent. Moving forward, when I moved here, it became more frequent. We started talking on more of a regular basis. However, what I've noticed is my father has a way of feeling entitled. My father feels that he has the right to respect that he did not earn. And just on the basis that he's my father. Nothing more. There was a conversation that we had some time ago, like a couple of months ago, and it really upset me. But I kind of let it go. He said, what kind of mother are you that your children don't know their grandfather? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Y'all do remember I said I was living on the street from 16 to 20. And then in between that time, I did go to him. And he said his wife didn't want me in the house, so I went back to the streets of Richmond, Virginia. Y'all remember that part. Remember that. And when he said that I should be ashamed of myself because my kids don't know him, I'm thinking, sir, you don't know me. Like, you wasn't there. Like, what are you talking about? There were other conversations that we had that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but I will always let it go. And this is the thing. I would have to mentally prepare myself to talk to my father. And being that I had to mentally prepare myself to speak with him, I said I probably should. That's when I knew that I probably should stop. Because I'm putting up this guard so he doesn't disturb my mental, emotional, inner peace. And if I have to do that, then why am I engaging? Anyway, I digress. Let's go back. So I'm thinking, sir, you don't know me. Why are you telling me that I'm a piss poor parent for my kids not knowing you? He would say this quite often. Like, it's a shame your kids don't know me. Your kids, I don't have a relationship with your kids. Well, you don't have a relationship with me. You don't have a relationship with me. All right. There are other things that he did that bothered me. That has brought me to this point. I have a sister. My dad has 4 children. There's 3 girls and a boy. My youngest sister, which is the one that came here and stayed with Quana. Her and Quana are closer to age. So my sister and Quana are kind of close. So my sister, okay, so I have a younger sister. Then my older sister is, so I'm the middle girl. So I have an older sister that's a month older than me. Then my younger sister is around my daughter's age. Then I have a brother he's younger than me. Like a couple of years younger than me. My older sister, my dad constantly says how disrespectful she is. And she's not really disrespectful. What I found out is that she, unlike me, don't allow him to talk to her any type of way. So he deems that to be disrespectful. Mind you, he wasn't in her life either. And this is the thing about it. With my sister and my brother, he was living in the same city, in the same state, and he wasn't in their life. I didn't know about my brother and sister until I was like 16, 17. It was at that point when I went to Winston-Salem thinking I was going to move in with him in his new house. That's when he introduced me to them. And my sister said, we always knew about you. And I'm like, what do you mean you always knew about me? I'm just finding out about y'all. So they always knew about me, but I didn't know about them until I was like 16. My little sister didn't find out about them until my grandmother told her about them. So anyway, back to the point I was about to make. He always says that my sister is disrespectful. My sister is a grown woman who is not going to allow him to talk to her reckless, and she stops him. So what I noticed lately is whenever me and him get into a discussion and it's something that I don't agree with and I speak on it, he starts calling me her. He'll say, all right, Tanya, all right, Tanya, all right, Tanya. And I'm like, so a couple of times he did that. I was like, just whatever. I want y'all to understand is whenever you say it is what it is or that's just who they are, you sign it off, aiding and abetting and assisting that person to be disrespectful towards you. I'm not signing off on that. But anyway, so when he did that the other day, I said, don't do that. My name is not Tanya. Don't do that. I said, I don't like that you do that. Oh, I know what your name is. I said, okay, but then call me Daz. Don't call me Desiree. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't like when you do that. So we go on and he talking. And then somehow we get on my son, the one in Charlotte. And I said, oh yeah, my son has a really good job. Oh, he might got an alright job. He ain't got no good job. No, he has a good job. No, he might have an alright job. But you know, he ain't got no good job. It's almost like he doesn't want you to think that you're above a certain level. He needs to keep you here for his own comfort. I don't know what that is about, and I don't care. Because I'm not going to let you devalue who I am, or my accomplishments, or my children's accomplishments. And that's what he constantly does. So we started talking about that, and he said he was going to help my son invest. And I said, no, I think he got somebody helping him invest. He don't know what I know. I said, well, you know, he got somebody teaching him just like somebody taught you. Oh, he don't know this and he don't know that. I said, well, that's fine. It's more than one way to skin a cat. And we left off at that note because I was like, I'm not about to argue back and forth with him about my child and his status and his stability. So we left off. So today, this morning, I called him. And I wanted to tell him, look, going forward, do not call me my sister's name when I don't agree with you. I don't like it. And this is how I started the conversation. I said, hi, how you doing? He said, I'm fine. I said, are you busy? He said, no. I said, well, Daddy, I need to talk to you about something. He said, sure, go ahead. I said, when you call me Tanya, I don't like it. Don't do that again. He said, oh, I only did that one time. I said, no, you did it more than once. I said, normally I ignore it, but yesterday, when you did it, that's why I stopped it. He said, you didn't stop me from doing nothing. I said, no, I did stop it. I told you don't do it. I said, going forward, don't do that. I'm telling you, don't do it. You don't tell me nothing. You asked me. Hold up, sir. See, this is where you're getting it wrong. You were not responsible for raising me. You did not guide me, lead me, protect me, and nothing. Nothing that had to do with me growing up. You didn't do any of those things. So you don't get to tell me how I need to address you when I'm telling you that this is a boundary, this is a line. I'm asking you not, I'm telling you, not asking you, I'm telling you not to cross it. I'm a grown woman. I'm telling you, this is my expectation. But since you think I have to ask your permission to respect me, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. See, I ain't going to have to ask you anything anymore because now I'm exiling you. See, being in my life is not your right. It is a privilege. And just like you want me to respect you, you have to respect me. I'm a grown woman. I'm not a child. You lost that right. You lost that privilege. You don't get to step into a middle-aged woman's life and start conducting yourself like you've been there always. And then another thing that my daddy does that drives me crazy, he has this, oh my God, he has this ability to turn whatever conversation we having into how much money he have. I don't care, sir. I don't care. He always says, well, you know the will, you want to stay in touch with me because when the will, I always tell him, don't give it to me, give it to my little sister. She has a child she's raising. I don't want nothing from you. I don't care if you got $50 million, I don't want it. What I needed from you and what I wanted from you, you didn't give me. So I don't want what you had. Your money, that don't mean nothing to me. That doesn't mean nothing to me. What I need will always be provided through my faith in God. So I don't need your money, sir. I don't need your money. What I needed from you, you was not willing to give me. And now, how do you come back into somebody's life after being absent, after all the hard work is done, after there's no more financial responsibility, and then come in like you earned the right? Earned the right. When I would say stuff, he'd be like, I'm your daddy. No. Who you telling that? You telling that to me so I can believe it, or do you need to say it so you can believe it? Because you're the one that chose to walk away. You're the one that chose not to be there. I did end up telling him about a lot of stuff I went through. And he said, well, I always regret that. You didn't regret it too much because your wife told you she didn't want me in the house and you said okay. You said okay. So you didn't regret it too much. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. I was trying to allow my father in my life, but I cannot sacrifice my inner peace to have him in my life, because he's not coming in like he's grateful that I'm allowing him in. He's coming in entitled and self-absorbed, like I owe him something. Like I owe him something. Like I owe him. I don't owe him anything. I told him, I said, I respect you on the premise of who I am. And I told this man, I said, I don't have a father-daughter relationship with you. I'm getting to know you as my father, but as far as like a daddy-daughter type thing, no, we're not there. I wanted you in my life to get to know you, but what I know of you is so frustrating is that I'm not willing to go any further. I'm done. I'm done. I am so done. I'm talking to him and he's bragging about what he's done for my little sister. Kudos. I'm glad you are able to do stuff for her. But understand your audience. You are bragging to a daughter that you abandoned. And all he ever do, y'all, is talk about his money. And how he know this more than somebody else. How he know this more than me. I remember one time, man was talking, and he was like, well, you should have at least $10,000 in your savings account that you don't have to touch. Because I got money in my savings account I don't have to touch. At this time, my kids was like in elementary. And what I told him, I said, well, you know, when you walk away from your responsibilities, it's kind of easy to take care of just you. When you're not financially responsible for anybody. I, on the other hand, have 4 children. So it's going to be a little harder for me to put $10,000 away without sacrificing their needs. Like, you got to be kidding me. Like, no. You mad because my kids don't know you. My kids are grown. At this point, what am I supposed to do? Go over my kid's house and be like, listen, you're going to know your grandfather and you're going to call him and I'm going to sit here while you have a conversation with him. No. No. My children are grown. See, who I am is in spite of. Who my children are in spite of. Because I was one broken person trying to figure it out and almost broke down my damn kids. Almost broke my damn kids. And that's what my problem with my father. I just wanted him to be in my life because he was absent so long. Sometimes you need to keep people out your life. Keep them away from you so they don't disturb your inner peace. So they don't disturb your growth. So they don't disturb your advancements. Because I don't know what his deal was or is, but I'm cutting off the access. I don't want to mentally prepare to talk to nobody. If I have to mentally prepare to talk to you, what that means is I'm trying to protect my inner peace. Why do I have to do that? Nope. We good. We done. I'm over it. I'm a sorry mother for my kids not knowing who he is, but he was an absentee father up until my kids was, hell, till my kids was grown. Till my kids was grown. Now you can go tell everybody I'm a terrible person and I'm just ungrateful and I'm disrespectful. You can go tell everybody what you want to say. Whatever you want them to think of who I am, you can go tell them your story of how your daughter is disrespectful. That's what you can do. Because at this point, at this juncture, this is where we get off. This is where the roads turn. I'm done. I'm sorry. I don't have nothing else for you. I'm done. It is over. So, with that being said, y'all, I'm going to end this here. Till the next time we're keeping up with theirs. You are uniquely made and made on purpose. Do not give people permission to disturb your inner peace.